My Gavan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I am Adrian, and welcome back to Middle-earth as we continue on as the Ar-Adûnâim. We are pushing through Mordor, and we are hoping to wipe them out. Today will be the big battle, the final battle, one hopes. The battle to end all of these annoying upstart wars with Mordor. Or skirmishes is probably a better word. We are going... Sorry, I've just run up the stairs. Should have just waited, shouldn't I? Professionalism! Should have just waited, caught my breath, and then recorded. We're not about that life. We are not about that life. Right, so over here, this is where it's all going to kick off.
My lord.
Kick right off. We have our Gimmelkard, who still survives, actually. All you naysayers are 108 turns in, and my faction leader and his sons are both still alive. Would you believe it? But anyway, he's over here, and he's going to fight the Witch King of Angmar. A secondary army over here, currently led by Ar-Nuzir, soon to be led by Lord Gimmelzor, is going to toddle off to the east somewhere and capture the town that's just there, and we're going to just start knocking off Mordor's towns. We're also besieging Gelebrin up there, but I don't intend on actually attacking that. I will let that one siege out. No interest really in fighting that battle. So we are going to end the turn. Now, as I said in the episode the other day, 2 days ago, a day ago, whenever it was, there wasn't an intro to that video because it's been such a long time since we've done the Ar-Adûnâim. I couldn't really remember what we did in the last one. And the intros take a long time and I didn't really have that much time. But the next time that we play the Ar-Adûnâim, other than the live stream on Saturday, I will write another intro for it then. But I don't want the intros to become an absolute necessity. They should just be a joy and a delight. And I really didn't feel that there was enough stuff to talk about. So if you missed that point in the last episode, that's why there wasn't an intro to this week's videos. But otherwise, we rattle on, we roll on, we press forward. And we are going to beat the Witch King. We have to... Confidence begins within. We have to think it, and it will then be so. Oh, Rohan's leader is dead. The Riddermark is fallen. Faction announcements. Arbazan has come of age. Oh, Arbazan, are you a blood relative? You're not going to be one of them, because none of those are generals. Are you that one? Yes, you are. You are... You are a blood relative. Ah, yes. Because you can't adopt daughters, which means you are an actual blood grandson. Yes, whereas those two are adopted. Ar-Nazir is married to a blood, so any children from theirs will be viable. Eldemir, I believe, is... Oh, he married in as well, actually, so these are also blood. Oh, that's good. And we have got a Nimrazir over there as another blood grandchild. So there are 2 blood grandchildren of Ar-Gimmelkard and some daughters. Interesting. Oh, Lily, why is Lothiel before you? Oh, who cares? Why are we worrying about how the UI works? This is of no interest whatsoever.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Right, we're going to go across country, which you move so slowly in Mordor. It's so frustrating. But there we are. West Osgiliath has been rebuilt, and Arbazan. Yeah, you can stay there, Arbazan, as a governor. All right, governor. Oh, we are losing money hand over fist now. It doesn't help that Numenor's glory is being besieged. It means we're losing the income from that. Well, the Witch King has given us no choice. So this is it, everyone. Roll up your sleeves. Place your bets. Can we beat the Witch King's army? Nimrozimir, you can indeed lead that army and come and try and get involved. The Witch King, the biggest threat here is the Witch King himself, obviously. They're a very good cavalry unit. Also, the Ologhai will give us a lot of grief, and the Lok in Rim, if used properly, will also give us grief. Otherwise, it is a lot of low-tier units. Maulers, hosts, scouts, band, all of these are low-tier. There's 2 Uruks there, 3 there, and 1 more archer there. So, it's not a good Mordor army. It is not a good Mordor army. They are going to be really hard-pressed to defeat us. So, we can do it. It's just whether or not the Witch King helps them more than we would like. Something I definitely need to do is I'm experimenting with putting the microphone closer to my mouth because I worry that actually I mumble quite a lot sometimes in these battles. When I'm not really thinking about it, I don't raise the volume of my voice. And so I thought I can counter that by just putting the microphone closer to me. But of course the problem therein is that when I do talk loudly, it then distorts it. And I can turn the gain down on the microphone, obviously, and I haven't yet done that. Because again, as earlier mentioned, professionalism is not something that the channel's particularly well known for, even if it probably should be at this point. We're so many years in. Now, the Ballistai are going to deal with the Olaghai. And my poet and I didn't know it. They're going to kill them. That's the goal. We did attack them, though, which annoyingly means they have this ridiculous hill to sit on, which means we just cannot use our... This is such a ridiculous battle map. Why are they fighting on this gigantic mountainside? I know Ar-Adûnâim is technically built on the side of a mountain, but they were sieging it, and we attacked them from the side, so we should be out on the plain. Or at the very least, the lines should be drawn up the middle of the mountain, rather than one coming from the lowlands and one... That bothers me. Now, what I'd love to do is pull back to that hill there and say, come at me. But we don't have anything that can tempt them in. They've got as many archers as we have, so they'll just sit up there. Oh, all of this is a long-winded way of me saying we're going to have to go over here and hope we can get our troops up to this flat plain before the battle kicks off. That is such a gamble. But it's all we've got. Missile units, do not fire at will. Up we go. Oh, Nimruzim is coming in from behind us. Range mode, Nimruz name. Now, if we can get up here, this will work perfectly, because then we can't be flanked. Oh, I can't position them there for some reason. Alright, you'll have to go there then. Alright, while you're all moving, let's just pop out our time 6 for a moment and group them into the groups that they're going to be in. You're all going to be team 1. You're going to be defensive. If you would, for now, just come and stand behind the Ballister crew. Defensive units. You're not defensive. Do that every single time. You're just going to get bored of me saying that. You'll be like, yes, Kelly, we know you do that every time. And you remind us every time as well. It's, oh, well, you know. Old habits die hard. Gimmelcad go to the back. And then all four... The problem with having the microphone this close to my head is that it's kind of in the way of the keyboard now. And even though I know exactly where the shift key is and I play FPSs like nobody's business, it is quite difficult to press the shift +1 key when you're not thinking about it. Proving far harder than I'd anticipated. But I think we are going to be able to get into position, and it's the Ballister crews we desperately need to get up there, though. Who are you, and why are you going all the way around? They're manoeuvring, but they're not manoeuvring quite where we'd think they'd go. Oh, there we go. They're pulling back. They're pulling back. Oh, yeah. Look, Gimmelcad, you can stay there. Oh, wow. You're quick. Oh, we're pikes, of course. Pikes have a weird bug in that they move really quickly. It's something we've discussed in that length before, but if you're coming and you're new to DaC and you didn't know, or you're new to Medieval 2 in general, it's not a DaC feature. Pikes are really quick. They have a very fast walking speed. Oh, we're getting... They're raining arrow fire down on us. Right, now is the time to sprint. Ballister crews are finally arriving up the hill, which is good to see. If you can shoot, shoot. Get on with it. You really not fire at them. Nimruzimir's ranged forces will go up with them. The trolls just keep running over their own forces, which always helps us. Ah, yes, some bolts and arrows are being loosed. We just need to lure them down off this hill. We're no way are we attacking up that hill. Absolutely no spank you. But if they are firing back at us, we're further up. You don't want to fight up that hill, Nimruzimir. Stay defensive. He's just going to get himself killed. How do we play this? How do we play this? How do we play this? I've no doubt that our forces will absolutely decimate the enemy if we Use them properly. Should we have you over? Can you go over there? Yes, you can. Go over that side instead. Yes, absolutely. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, why don't we break you up? I just don't want them fighting on that sort of side hill. All will perish. Let's speed it back up again. Ah, yes, the ballistic crews are now getting into position. Ah, yes, the ballistic crews are. The enemy comes. Tell me our defensive line is in the front. Yes, it is. You're going to stay in defensive mode. Defend. Bulker down. All will perish. Just get out of the way of the archers. Archers. Stop and do it. Ballister crews. I don't care about the Loki Nasrim. Bring down the Olokai. Who did the Loki Nasrim charge into? Oh, Halberdiers. Oh, that's a terrible max for you. That was a very silly idea. And the Witch King himself has charged into Ar-Adûnâim Narduzagar. Capitalise on this. Catch him. Don't let him go. Ah, curses. Hit those Olokai. Come on, the ballister crews are missing them. Just stop and do it. Just stop and do it. Come on. Because if you miss now, you'll kill something at least. What did our ally do? Oh, those Loki and Esrim have been massacred. But the trolls haven't. Right, you are now free to fire at will. No, don't charge into them. Don't charge into them. That was a silly idea. Try and keep the hill. Although I'm just thinking about the fact that we get up there and help the Rosa down. We are then end up fighting uphill a little bit. Oh, that's some good shooting there, though, actually. That's prime time. If I can hit those. How many Temple Knights survives? 27. What are we on? 13% place. 13%. Oh, interesting. One more guy has died. Oh, and they're against the pikes. Oh, no. Well, actually, I don't know. I mean, pikes don't get a bonus against Olokai. I've said this many times. It's probably not the worst matchup, because pikes are still fantastic. Yeah, look, two more have just gone down. Come out of defense. Why are you in that formation? What are you doing? And why are you getting attacked? Oh, well, you kill them off then. So the Olokai are out. The Loki Nasrim are out. Our line has met the enemy there. Our ranged forces have plenty of targets. And they finally died. It cost us almost all of our pikes. But I actually think that's probably quite a good matchup. I'm not galled at the idea of the Farazan's faithful taking the and then the ballister crews can just pepper the archers on the hill. Oh, is that those Black Uruk archers are grouped up. Oh, and where's the other general? Temple wards, there he is. The other Nazgul is moving over and hitting Nimruzimir. Nimruzimir is almost certainly going to die. We are taking a lot of losses, particularly in those big bunched up groups in the centre there. But then we're finally targeting those. They will go into wide formation almost immediately. There we go. Forward we go. Archers shoot at things. How have they flanked all the way around us? Ah, oh, Nimruzimir, what have you done? Who is that? Oh, right, that's alright then. I'd like you to hit those Orc Maulers. Why are there three of you? Why are there how defenders and all that? Spearmen. What are the spearmen doing? Now, this battle will cost us a lot, but we have, of course, got that reinforcement army moving in, and we can take most of Mordor down with a single army. We will take losses as we go, absolutely. But Mordor will suffer far heavily by losing their towns than we will by losing 1 or 2 units, because we have safety back in our homeland. I think this one's going to be a win. We're edging it. The Witch King... I don't actually know where the Witch King is. Is that him all the way over there? Oh, yes, it is. Temple Knights up against Archer Militia. Brilliant. Excellent matchup, Nimrazimir. Luring him into a full sense of security. I see. I understand. I understand. Somehow, these Orc Maulers have managed to push
Only half the enemy
round.
force remains.
But they're broken now. Ah, yes. Who's he going for? Baruthiel's Watch.
Good tidings. The enemy.
Oh! The Witch King just either died in the charge, or a keen-eyed Baruthiel's Watchman just sniped him from his horse as he ran toward him. And the rest of them will go down as the pikes just mow through them. As a scythe through the fields, cutting them down where they stand. Right, that will, of course, their entire army to break and run. So just everyone sprint at what's left and we'll get this over with. Of course, they do have a second Nazgul, remember, and he will fight on for some time. Oh, look, he's right there, in fact.
The battle is very much in our favor.
I think it's probably already at the point where he's the only one left, isn't it? Who is he fighting? Ah, just Rosadan archers, that's fine. And we got some crossbows on this side to... Oh, there he is. Is it Zagar, or did we kill Zagar in the last one? No, this is Gan Altan, the Honoured, isn't it? Alright, you can cease fire. Missile units who actually have missiles left, don't fire them. In fact, let's just do the... pull the entire army to kill the... Everything else about their army is running or dead, so... And there he goes.
Our cowardly foe, awed by the victory we have won here today.
An easy victory in the end. 140 Ar-Adûnâim and Aduzgar, and Nimrazimir did not die. And that in itself is an achievement. 227 kills, Baruthiel's Watch. Our son standing proud. And a member of his, not a member of his company, but a member of his command, the Baruthiel's Watch Company, has the honour of taking down the Witch King. And that man will be honoured. The mace of our great enemy will be given to him as a trophy, as a triumph. And ever after, his family shall be known as the Mace Men. The Mace Boys rule.
Glory, honour, victory.
But what did it cost us, I hear you cry.
My lord.
What did it cost us?
Yes, my lord.
Bloomin' well everything.
Ordered, yes.
They can merge.
Forces, my lord.
Your
Surely you
orders,
can
my
all
lord.
merge.
Orders, orders. Merging
Yes,
Do
my
it
lord.
one at a time, but it's...
your will by your command. Joining for yes. Merging armies, my lord. My lord.
There we are. Makes him a bit stronger.
Your
But
orders,
that's
my
the main
lord.
army.
Yes, my lord.
But go after them, Gimmelcard. Capitalise on this.
Honor. We shall continue.
If you can go over to
tomorrow.
Thauban and get that. Oh, although their reinforcement army spawns at Barad-dûr, doesn't it? We've got to be careful about dropping them below
Your will, my lord.
3 regions. Very careful.
By your command.
You've all got more than enough troops. What I think we should probably do is just not let this rise up. Just ignore and just wait till the population settles down. Don't bother building any farms or anything. Get that population to drop right off. You need... Oh, you are soon to upgrade as well. closing in. It's all going on. But all things considered, a fairly routine battle, actually. The Ologai were just kind of dealt with. I don't think a ballista bolt hit a single one of those giant troll beasts. So we didn't even have to worry about them in the end. And the Witch King was dealt with by Nimruzimir. He came over and then immediately died. In only the second time we actually saw him in the entire fight. But as we are seeing, Mordor is... even when they've now only got, what have they got? Saragost, Thauerband, Oibamari, and then there's one more, is there? Morrigost. They have 4 regions. 5 if you include Gelibrin, which you should, because they own it. 5 regions. They have 5 regions. And yet they will be able to pump out troops for days. Right, so there's one town is here. I think that one's Morrigost and this one's Saragost. I can't quite remember.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
I can't believe Ar-Pharazôn's camp has not rebelled. That is the biggest surprise in all of this. If we push on, they're going to take back Barad-dûr, aren't they? Which means the Nazgûl can respawn. So we shouldn't do that.
Your will, my lord. As you wish. We'll make camp here.
I'm not really sure. I don't really have troops anywhere else to actually use to do anything. Oh, we got some Rohirrim. They're 3 turns away. I'm just thinking if everyone in our safe lands offers up a unit, or even 2, then we'll probably get a little garrison in Minas Tirith before we know where we are.
By your command, we can go no. Yes.
Yeah. Morannon, can I take your territorial guardsmen?
By your command, we'll make camp.
Yes, my lord.
As you command. Glory, honor. Victory!
Right, so you just keep them away.
As you command.
Buy us a couple of turns while this army moves in to shut down that city.
Yes, my lord.
And then I think that's good. Oh, Dirthing built a dark shrine. Nice. The King's Men culture begins to spread. Get another one if you can. Gelibrin, what you want now? 3 turns to the surrender. I imagine Gelibrin will probably rise up because they have got great beasts, but they will wait till turn 1. That's how they always do it. That's how they always do it. It is odd, actually. They don't seem to have a scripted behaviour to allow them to attack any earlier. I wonder if it... No, because they're not close enough. Oh, Mordor. Oh, we really have gutted their recruitment, haven't we? Look at this. This is terrible. This is a tier 1. Tier 1. This is like a day 1 army. Oh, dear. Yeah, go on then. We'll take you.
We attack.
I'll gladly fight that. There was 1 Black Uruk unit in that whole roster, I think. It's just a rubbish. If we had some cavalry, we would be ruining all of these forces. It just wouldn't even be funny. It would be quite dull, to be honest. I mean, we're winning anyway, but if we had cavalry, this would jump to a whole new level of ease. Rangers ready. Assemble the men. 1 line. How about we go a bit wacky doodle dandy and pop the ballista crew up on that hill, and then form a line and put the line over here. Oh, that's a very thin line, isn't it? And it's not red, so you can't count on it. Up with the Empire. No, I jest. Yeah, that'll do.
The enemy are bringing in
reinforcements. Oh, the reinforcements are coming in behind us. Because of course they are. I should have thought about that. Could have worked that out from the battlefield. Directly behind us. Oh dear. How many reinforcements are there? Not many. They've got a way to go, but these things have a habit of catching up to you. Ranged units are in position. Alright, we'll melee that army to death then.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
As was I believe I told you to move over here. Don't like dividing my army like this. This is probably going to cost me quite badly, actually. Because now we're fighting this army that would have been easily mopped up with arrows. We're now actually fighting them. And you guys are never going to get up onto that ridge in time. What? They just beelined for our archers. Are you insane? I think they're insane. They've all turned around. Which doesn't help me. Don't fire at will. You don't use brain cells when you fire at will. Right, so those Black Oak archers are running. I didn't have them on fire at will. Whoops. Yeah, target those halberds. Nice. All coast at the back. Moran and guard. If you'll target a different thing, that'll do. And they've got those archers to rout. How are we going over here?
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Oh no, we are
They've
winning.
lost half their men.
The Ballister crew are now killing nothing because it would seem that Ballister crews are actually incapable. Go on, Ballister crews. Nice. Even if you just kill a couple. At time 6 back over. How we diddling? Ah, this side is in essence over, isn't it? Yeah, we don't need to worry about the back anymore. In the front, all that's really left is that. Stop firing. This has cost us almost all of our forces.
The enemy general lies dead.
Speed her up.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. The enemy
254. Oh, that's not too bad, actually.
This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
You know how sometimes you do something and immediately you think, that was a really stupid idea. That's going to cost me the game. I've definitely just completely divided my forces, absolutely to my detriment and to my allies' benefit, my enemy's benefit. And then it plays out and you think, oh, actually, no, that was tactical genius. We've managed to completely deal with both armies there with very little incident. As was our warriors killed 322. What were they on? What did they pop before the battle fort started? 374 kills, though, to the Ar-Adûnâim armsmen, taking the golden sword. And rightly so, I submit. Divide and Conquer. A sub-mod for Third Age Total War. They definitely should change the name. As the years pass and we move further and further away from Third Age Total War, I don't think there's any need to pay homage to them anymore. Right, that was a big defeat for Mordor. So that might have cleared the way to the castle to the east there, Morrigost, Seragos, whatever it's called. That might have cleared the way. My fingers are crossed. Oh, a bride presented. Yeah, go on. Oh, Coruscant has been besieged. Oh, that means Rune are doing very well. Breeze under siege. Everywhere else is falling.
Your orders.
Normally, Mordor falling.
Yes,
oh, there's Morrigost.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Mordor falling is normally the domino that saves the world. Apparently not in this campaign. Okay.
Your will, my lord. As you will.
Everyone on your way.
My lord.
Numenor's glory.
Orders.
You can't get to Numenor's glory in a turn. Why can you move so far and I can't? We're walking on those
As you wish.
roads.
Orders.
It's terrain affinity though, isn't it? I'm sure there's a terrain affinity feature in this
Your will, my lord.
accursed mod.
Yes. As you wish.
This damnable place. Smoke fills my throat everywhere we go.
Approaching.
Ah, those are our borders. Dantalad, more orc scum. Right,
Your
Gimmelcad.
orders, my lord.
Yes.
Yes.
An
On your
honourable
bike, whoever you are.
I'm gonna stick you.
Morrigoth, we find no defenders at all.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
The
my
army
lord.
marches. Victory will be ours.
Speak your horrid tongue.
Oh, as Rosea warriors. Start turning this place over to our side. Oh, we get a fighter's guild here. I don't actually think we get a fighter's guild, do we? Oh yeah, no we do. That's our... I was looking at it thinking, that doesn't look anything like our UI. That can't be ours. But of course, when there isn't a bespoke, more fantasy-based UI like all of these,
Serve you, lord.
the default ones for the Ar-Adûnâim are the Middle Eastern ones from the base game. I just can't believe that in Medieval 2 that was considered to be like good. That's like good UI. And I think it's because in an example of a way to make the game a little simpler is these are essentially screenshots or models from the actual model pool. But when you scrutinize them in that much detail, then they start to show their age. But if you're just flying over a battle map in the mid-battle, that you don't think anything of that. You'd look at those buildings and you'd think, oh yeah, no, that's just a Middle Eastern building. But when you actually stop and look at it, which those UIs force you to do, you realise it leaves a little to be desired. Right, I am going to end the episode there. So, thank you very much for watching, all of you. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode, the absolute schooling of the Witch King. We are getting so close to turning on Gondor, which I am so excited for. I cannot wait to fight something other than crappy orc scum, and I am so looking forward to fighting out in the open green fields. Ah, it'll be a delight. But until that time, there's another live stream coming. Oh, is there? Yeah, there should be a live stream on Saturday. I'm going up to London on Saturday, but I think only in the evening. I'll let you know in the community post, which is useless, but I'll pop it in a community post if I can't. But I should be able to live stream this Saturday morning at 11 o'clock BST, as usual, British summer time. I will see you all there, and we will hopefully really cut Mordor down to size. But until then, Navair den Pedamad Melonin, and farewell. Oh, the music's fading at the same time. Almost like we planned it.